Hello everybody, this is Double for here again. God damn it. Sorry, I was eating some chocolate and I got some fucking chocolate like smudged against my phone. Hold up real quick. Anyway, welcome back to What If Deku Was Broken Part 7, I think. Moving on. Last time we left off, we were gonna start the cavalry battle. Izuku got the 1,000,000 points on his head. So yeah, no one really wants to be on this team. 1A kind of wants to because they want to get try to get a better relationship with him. Trying to fix it. But obviously Izumi and Bakugo have don't want to, obviously. And also, Nezu's already have questioned Izumi and Bakugo because he knows that Izuku knew Bakugo in the past and Izumi's his sister. And, I don't know why I'm doing that. Sorry if that's fucking bothering you guys. But anyway. They questioned him. Neither of them really said anything other than, Bakugo calling him useless and why the fuck you brought me here to talk about him. And, Izumi saying, really nothing. She's not really budging with anything. So, yeah. Sorry, god damn it, I'm opening up another candy bar. Fuck. I'm opening up another, I'm opening up another thing to eat that's chocolate. I really hope it doesn't get smudged on my screen. Moving on. Oh, this is different. Hold up real quick. Oh, yeah. Anyway, moving on. Hold up real quick, I just gotta get this taste out of my mouth. Anyway, moving on. Where was I? Anyway, so pretty much 1A kind of wants to do it, but they don't want that huge fucking pretty much bounty on their head. So they decide not to, except Lucy, she thinks that, he got fucking first place. That means that he can fucking help a lot. Which Izuku did tell, well, he did not, actually. He saw no need to tell her. She never asked for what his quirk was. So he didn't see a need to ask. So, yeah. Anyway. Moving on. Izuku. He's... she's the only one that wants to be on his team, because I'm gonna say, fucking May he doesn't see a use in, May, so he declines her offer to join. Obviously, Uraraka doesn't fucking come, and then same thing with, Tokiyami. Moving on. Izuku comes up to Midnight and just asks, hey, can me and her just be on a team by ourselves? And she's like, I don't see why not. Sure. Well, not by themselves, sorry. Could we both just be on a team with each other, no one else? Just us two? And he's like, sure, I don't see nothing wrong with this. So yeah, Izuku would be the one walking around while, what's her name? Lucy would be on the top. That sounds weird when I say it. But moving on. Yeah, moving on. Yada yada yada. Pretty much, they say go, everyone rushes towards, Izuku and Lucy. Everyone, mostly 1A people are going towards him because they know that he is quirkless, so there's, like, very low chance that he's gonna be able of doing much. You know, Izuku's fucking fast, plus he does not give a shit. He has no fear in the fucking world. It's not that he's brave, it's just that he don't give a fuck. He has no fear at all. So, like, pretty much he's jumping on top of people's heads. He's like, jumping up, landing on top of people's heads, just doing fucking anything, pretty much. He takes people's headbands and just, like, fucking gives them to Lucy, you know. He's fucking good at what he does, okay? I can't tell you anything else. Like, he's capable of fucking doing literally anything. So pretty much the whole time they're just, like, running away. No one can really do anything against them. You know, times right now, everyone starts, like, fucking going against each other because, like, they need points. You know, and then, you know, Todoroki fucking traps them, you know. Ida tries to do that one thing, but, you know, fucking, Lucy made a wall of, like, darkness, and so he pretty much, like, fucking slammed his face into that, which will not be fun. I promise you that. Slamming your face into a fucking wall is not fun. So, yeah, Ida got fucked up. You know, time runs out. Yada, yada, yada. So, yeah, Zuko and Lucy got first place, you know, yada, yada, yada. Everyone in canon gets there, you know, pretty much. Yada, yada, yada. I can't really tell you much. Moving on. Zuko still obviously gets the same placement as he usually does. Where would Lucy go? I don't know, but I know who the two she should be fighting, but I don't know who her third should be. So who should be the first person she fights? I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, moving on from that, we're gonna get into the fights. Izuku versus Shinjo. Yeah, so Shinzo, you know, Shinzo, I think I'm saying that, anyway, sorry, I went brain dead for a second. Anyway, Shinzo, I can't talk today. Moving on. Where was I? Anyway, yes, them versus each other. You know, fucking Shinjo starts talking some shit. You know, Izuku is, like, ignoring it. He doesn't see a point in talking to him. You know. And, you know, Shinjo says, you're too good to talk to me or something? And then Izuku doesn't say jack shit. And he starts walking to, Shinjo, which would scare the shit out of him. 'Cause this is the why. When you walk, there's a bit of motion to when you walk. Like, when you walk, you have a bit of emotion to it. Like, and it counts what your personality is. Like, just slight different gestures and the way you walk. If you have a similar personality to someone, you pretty much would walk very similar, but there's just a little tiny detail that's different. Just a little bit different, but you can't really see it with the blind eye. Azuki walks with no emotion. This scares the shit out of everyone because it's so obvious how the way he's walking is like he has no emotion behind this. Like, he does not care. He has no emotion behind it. So it scares the shit out of everyone. It's so obvious. It's like you can see that shit with the blind eye. And this scares the shit out of everyone. He's walking to him with no emotion. There's nothing in his walk. He's just walking. This scares the shit out of everyone. It scares the shit out of Shinjo the most because he has to fucking fight that thing. It's like, I don't want to fucking fight that thing. No, get that thing fucking away from me. You know, Izuku walks up to him, you know, and he doesn't even punch him. All he does is, like, chop him in the neck, and then he fucking falls asleep. And he walks off, not saying a fucking word. So yeah. Anyway, that's done. Midnight trembling in fear says, is Izuku Midoriya won. You know, fucking, what's their name? Inko and Hisashi are watching it, and they're like, what? You know, they're like, how the fuck did that brat win? So yeah, I'm not gonna get into what's her name, Azumi's fight, nor am I gonna get into Lucy's right now because I don't know who the fuck they'll fight. Anyway, next fight for Izuku is Shoto Taraki. Anyway, you know, fucking, I don't know what else to tell you. It goes pretty fucking similar to how Shinjo, fuck, I can't say his goddamn name for some goddamn reason. Shinzo. I want to kill myself. Anyway, Shinzo. You know, it goes pretty goddamn similar. Like, fucking, he starts walking like that, and it does scare the shit out of Todoroki, but, you know, he's capable of fucking firing a ice blast, like an iceberg, and fucking Izuku just dodges it. He continues to fire that, and Izuku just dodges it, and, like, by the end of it, fucking just Izuku pretty much just fucking flying Needham, because let's say he was like on top of an iceberg running at him, and he just jumped, fly, and then Needham straight in the fucking nose, breaking his nose and knocking him the fuck out. You know, the fucking, what's the name? Inko and Hisashi are still like, what the fuck is happening? You know, anyway, let's move on to Lucy's fight, which will be her versus Izumi for fucking plot reasons why. Let me switch the picture real quick. So, you know, fucking, what's her name? Izumi gets real fucking cocky, because, you know, she thinks that, you know, fire's gonna be darkness because it makes light, you know. But it's not fire versus darkness. Yeah, it would work, but technically the light from the fire is not enough to pretty much make it weakened as shit compared, like, to fucking when you would do it to, what's his name? Tokiyami. Where the fuck did it zoom in? Anyway. Anyway, Izumi. But, you know, she's getting real cocky, you know, real cocky. Real cocky. So their fight commenced, you know. Midnight says go, fucking, they both just fire a goddamn, like, some sort of blast at each other, which they both just connect. You know, I don't know how to exactly describe this, other than, like, pretty much, the fight happens. The fight just happens. So, you know, fucking Zumi would fire a fucking fire blast. They pretty much like keep on connecting with their blast, and then at some point Zumi's like fuck it and runs towards Lucy, which Lucy fucking instantaneously gets into like a stance that would help her in her defense. Which, because Lucy has been training with Izuku, as I said. So he taught her some fucking things about, like, defense and that shit. Like how, so Izumi tries to punch Lucy, but she, like, dodges it, grabs her arm, and pretty much just flips her. But, you know, fucking, she's, what's her name? Izumi is on the floor when Lucy fucking, like, pretty much uses her darkness to fucking, like, push her out of the ring while she's down, and which she does. She's out of the ring, she's out of bounds, and she's out. Anyway, that's where I'm gonna leave it off, guys. Bye.